welcome back to Candy's Locker Room. I'm Candy, and without further ado, let's get into these week 9 recaps, updates, and all of that good stuff. The first game I want to take it all the way back to Sunday and discuss is, of course, my Dallas Cowboys and Steelers. That's right, they're my Cowboys again. We didn't win, but it was a heck of a game. Per usual, everyone was against the Cowboys and thought the game was going to be an absolute blowout because the Steelers were undefeated. Did any of you guys used to watch the show Mike and Mike on ESPN? Well, this Mike and Mike in Dallas is nothing like that because our defensive and head coach cannot just seem to get it together to get us a W. It's not all their fault, but let's just get into this game. The game was going great for Cowboys, and finally, we had a quarterback to kind of sort of replace Dak Prescott for the time being. Garrett Gilbert stepped in and stepped up until he made a few costly mistakes. So the game was going great. Get this, the Cowboys were up 0-13 all the way until the second quarter. Then things took a bit of a nasty turn in the second quarter when the Steelers scored, the Cowboys fumbled, and the Steelers scored again with a field goal, bringing the Steelers closer to the Cowboys, 9-13. In the second quarter, the Cowboys were still able to hold on to the lead with 2 field goals as the Steelers scored another touchdown, bringing the score 15-19. At this point, y'all, I was on the edge of my seat like, Lord, please, if we pull off this win over the Steelers, I don't want to hear anything else the rest of the season from anybody else. Here comes that old nasty fourth quarter where Garrett Gilbert threw an interception. He wasn't the only player that made a mistake, but we didn't need this mistake at this moment. He threw an interception, and the Steelers came back, got a field goal, and brought the score 18-19. I was just praying that, like, please let the clock hurry up and run out and let us just win 18-19. Let that be it. But as fate would have it, the Steelers scored again and brought the score 24-19, and the Cowboys allegedly lost 24-19. Now this time I can say allegedly because they had the referees playing for them as well. Shade, big shade. Anyway, now you guys knew it was coming. I'm going to talk about that Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints Voodoo Daddies game. The Bucs might as well call the Saints daddy because they got a whooping. Here's my recap on the game. All I heard all game was touchdown, Saints, touchdown, Saints, touchdown, Saints. They could have just replayed the same thing over and over again because that's what was happening, touchdown, Saints. But the Bucs wasn't having it. They showed those Saints. They scored a whole field goal. Tom Brady, if the Saints paid you off, just say that. Tom Brady threw 3 interceptions, y'all. I may be jumping the gun here, but instead of firing those cannons, they need to be firing somebody else in Tampa Bay. I guess Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense went on vacation wherever the Cowboys defense went because they weren't at the game. I bet Antonio Brown just wants to retire again at this point. And to make matters worse, if you guys didn't know, Jameis Winston used to be Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback, and he just saw this as his moment of payback. The guy didn't play much, but boy, was he hype. He didn't care. You couldn't tell him that he didn't start and make them win the game because while Breeze was giving his interview, he went up there with his classic W, holding it up and, you know, saying, eat this W. Oh, but the taunting didn't stop there from Tampa Bay's ex-quarterback. He was in the locker room doing this little dance. And as you guys know, he's famous for allegedly stealing crab legs. Sir, why were you in the locker room doing that little crab leg dance? And then he was dancing to You About to Lose Your Job. Sir, you lost your job. You are not starting at your job. Sit down and be happy you won and that you're on a team. But hey, be excited for your team, man. But leave a little bit of class in there. Stay humble some. This next game was the showdown between the Heisman winner and the Heisman nominee. The Arizona Cardinals took on the Miami Dolphins. And boy, did it come down to a close, and I mean close game. This game started off with a fumble from the Cardinals. The Miami Dolphins recovered it, scored a touchdown, and from there, the teams battled it out, touchdown for touchdown. Ultimately, turnovers and missed opportunities cost the Cardinals the game. More specifically, a missed field goal. Have you guys ever been watching or playing basketball and you see someone shooting a three and they just look so sure that it's going on and it just completely misses the goal and everyone shouts air ball? Well, if this was a basketball game, that would have happened because that is exactly what the field goal kick was, an air ball. Now it's time for Candy's flag on the play. My first flag on the play was a big one and a costly one for the Dallas Cowboys. During a tackle, or after it rather, Vander Esch of the Dallas Cowboys takes down McFarland, and he doesn't quite like the way McFarland is hanging onto his face mask, and Vander Esch just, bam, gives him one to the face. An open-handed slap, punch, whatever it was, it cost us big. Then he gets up like, I didn't do anything, what? Sir, it's about 30 cameras on the field. We all saw it. Another flag on the play during the Cowboys game. Juju is running back to the huddle with the football, and Gregory stupidly just knocks the ball out of his hands as he's running, and Juju brushes it off and keeps running. But Juju's teammate did not like that at all, and Claypool confronted Gregory about that, and they kind of got into it on the field. My last flag on the play is the Texans versus the Jaguars. They got into a bit of a scuffle on the field, and I assume it was, over which team was the sorriest. Both teams are really sorry. They're probably mighty frustrated and just like, no, you're sorry. No, you're sorry. No, you're the sorriest. Guys, both of you suck, okay? I'm just kidding. Now it's time for one of my favorite parts, Candy's Hot Shot of the Week. My Hot Shot of the Week is Levine Toilolo. If I said it wrong, charge it to my head, not my heart. Now, he had on this 3-piece light blue suit, some light tan socks, and a darker tan shoe. And he looked really sleek. His hair looked really nice, and it all went together really well. It was cute. My second hot shot of the week is Chase Claypool, casual edition. He had on these black and white bohemian type pants, this white button-up shirt but left the top slightly unbuttoned a little bit, white sneakers, black sleek bag, and it worked for him. My hot shot of the week cleat edition was Stephon Diggs. Week 9 was all about salute to service, and his cleats did just that, but from a movie we all used to love, Major Payne. On his green cleats, he had Major Payne's face on one cleat, and on the other cleat it said Major Payne really big. I love the idea, love the concept, so that's my hot shot of the week, cleated. I don't have a fumble of a week this week because I don't want to jinx my Cowboys. We've had enough fumbles, interceptions, and all that good stuff, so no fumble of the week. Now it's time for Candy's Q&A. The first question was, will the Dallas Cowboys make the Super Bowl in your opinion? I don't know. I hope so. I'm going to be optimistic about it, but it's not looking so good. Next question was, how do you feel about Trevon Diggs being out for 4 to 6 weeks due to his injury? At this point, I'm numb to it. Just everything is going wrong with the Cowboys that can go wrong. And if I were him, I would just stay out the rest of the season. I wouldn't even try to come back after those alleged 6 weeks and play. Just preserve yourself for next season because we're going to need you. The last question was, when will you be on ESPN? I don't know. You guys should just tag them in this video and see what their answer is. That's going to do it for Candy's Locker Room. Thank you guys for tuning in. Follow my Instagram, Candy's Locker Room. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Candy's Locker Room. And don't forget to like this video, share it, and even tag people that you want to see on my show or me doing a collab with. Thank you.